Welcome to class tonight. For our final lesson in this chapter, we're going to be working on a problem-solving skill. The skill is called working backwards. We're going to be practicing using what we know already to find out what we don't know. Now, this is always a wise step, starting with what you know and working to what you don't know. Always a wise step, and I would definitely encourage you guys to think about using this skill specifically on TCAP. That's where it's going to be most helpful. Starting with what you know, and then move to what you don't know. Now, it's actually a very short lesson. We'll do 2 examples, and you guys will do some work at home. So, on example 1, let's start with reading the problem, and then we'll work through it. So it says, Luis went to the zoo for a school trip. He paid $5 for admission. He spent $14 at the souvenir shop. When he got home, he had $18 left. So how much money did he start with? Well, I'm going to go ahead and start with what I know. He had $18 left. So, $18. Now, I know he spent $5. Let's go ahead and add that back in. So we see, after we add the admission money back in, we see we are $23. Next, right here, he spent $14 at the souvenir shop. So I'm going to go 23 plus 14, and I'm going to get 37. So there we go, ladies and gentlemen. It is as simple as that. He started with $37. He spent $5 at admission and then $14 at the souvenir shop. So there he's left with $37. Now, that's the very first one. Let's go and do one more just for practice. And this is actually going to test your skills a little more because it's actually a little varied. And you got to be real careful to read it. All right, so it says, a teacher lends 7 pencils to her students in the morning, collects 5 before lunch, and gives out 3 after lunch. At the end of the day, she has 16 pencils. How many pencils did the teacher have at the start of the day? So I'm going to start off with what I know again. So I'm going to start off, I know she has 16 pencils now. I should probably write that down. I know she has 16 pencils. Now let's go ahead and read this again. So lends 7 pencils, so that's going to be minus 7 pencils right there. And then collects 5 before lunch, so she actually gets most of those back. So that's actually going to be plus 5, and then she gives out another 3, so that's going to be minus 3. Now, all I'm going to have to do, so you see I wrote that out to help me plan what I'm going to do. Now, what I need to do is now work backwards. So, if she lends 7 pencils, we need to go ahead and add 7 pencils. So 16 plus 7 is going to be 23. Yes, 23. Okay, now she collects 5, so we need to go ahead and take 5 from that, because I see plus 5, so I need to go subtract 5. So 23 minus 5 is going to be 18. And then she gives out 3 after lunch, so let's go ahead and add back 3. And so, ladies and gentlemen, we see she started with 21 pencils because all I did was start with what I knew and then worked backwards to what I don't know. Okay, so start with what you know and work backwards to what you know. Now, or what you don't know. Now, what I did here when you see I wrote on the problem, that's a very wise suggestion as well. That's another good TCAP skill that I definitely want to see you working on. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, it's that simple. That is our lesson tonight. Now, the key to solving problems like this is to start with what you know and then work to what you don't know. That is the key, and that is what I certainly hope you will all be working on and practicing tonight. All right, now your homework, actually pretty small as well. We're only assigning 2 problems because I really want you to work hard and do your best at this. Your homework tonight is going to be page 478, 2 and 4. So 478, 2 and 4, or 2 through 4 even, however you want me to say it. All right, so that's it. I do hope you have a wonderful night, and we'll see you all in class tomorrow. Remember, there will be a test here very shortly, so make sure you're prepared. Have a great night.